Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching us, Annie and Zamil, on Hello On 2 this Monday afternoon. Our first topic is actually highlighting a Malaysian student who actually went all the way to Rome, right? And
right.
she is the only Malaysian student among the renowned journalists in the world who took part in this, how do you say it, Cygnus?
Yes,
Cygnus World Conference that was held in Italy, Rome. Now, just for information, ladies and gentlemen, the Cygnus is a non-governmental organization or NGO that includes members from 140 countries. So it brings together radio, television, cinema, video, media education, internet, and new technology professionals. And we have here our guests who actually went all the way to Rome for that.
That's right. Yeah. I wish we were with too. So let's have just tell us a little bit about this. We've got Melissa Fernando, Lim Kok Weng student, who's here to tell us a little bit about this whole trip she took all the way to Rome. Melissa, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me here.
Our pleasure.
How was the trip to begin with, overall?
To begin with, it was really overwhelming. I didn't expect, because being the only student amongst the trainers, there were 3 of us, a reporter from The Sun, and then the other trainer was a lecturer from Kenya. So I was the only student actually to train 8 journalists, 4 from Asia and 4 from Africa.
Right.
So it was actually a golden opportunity for me, and it was really awesome because people actually believed in a student, and that is purely because from where I come from and the studies that I had, the Lim Kok Weng background. The university really molded us wholesomely.
Fantastic.
So I think that was the main reason why they believed in what I can do.
All right. Yeah. So let's talk about the trip itself. Now, tell us, a little bit about the whole trip that you went for in Rome. What was the role that you played in this whole, the whole conference?
Yeah.
I went there as a trainer for the video journalists. What the 8 video journalists need to do is to cover the Congress, the news part of the Congress. The Congress took place for 1 week. So these 8 video journalists had to cover several plenaries, workshops, and all the talks that were ongoing. So we had to assign them to cover it, and then end of the day we'll compile it like a TV news. We produce it for the next morning for them to watch like a recap news. So my job was to train them, and it was coincident because I was in my semester 4, just finished, and I covered TV news syllabus, and my lecturer, Mr. Husni, he gave me a thorough training in that. So it was very convenient for me to teach what I know as a student, even though I was a student, but I had the enough knowledge, the right knowledge at the right time.
Yeah, so would you say that you had the added advantage lah?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you also manage to meet up with all the other delegates from other countries? We understand there's 140 countries. Yeah.
Yes, 140 countries are members of Cygnus, but there were 300 delegates who attended the Congress. So it was overwhelming because they are all media practitioners from around the world, TV, radio, media education, internet, new technology. So it was good exposure actually for myself and also for all those who were there, to be mingling among them and to be able to talk to them. It was good exposure.
Right. So the theme of the conference is creating images with the new generation. What was the significance of that topic?
That was actually mainly for media as a culture of peace.
Right.
So how, as a media practitioner, how we bring the message of peace as a media person. There's so many things media conveys, whether positive or negative, but as a responsible media practitioner, how do you convey peace? So that was the theme focused on.
Okay. Now, you have imparted your knowledge to them. What part of their knowledge did you bring back that helped you or rather is able to assist you in your further studies and future?
A lot actually, because there were 4 from Africa and 4 from Asia. So mixing with people from different culture, different background, though I'm already well versed with that because in Lim Kok Weng it's all diverse cultures and all, so I was more prepared. But this time it was a bit different because people from the same field coming, and not all of them have studied TV news. So training them, I do learn a bit of here and there, what to do and what not to do. So yes, I did improve myself in certain ways, And yeah, I've learned a lot actually by training these people, these 8 young video journalists. It was good experience for me also.
In light of what has happened with the missing flight MH370, you know, what is your opinion on the role of media? It is very vital, isn't it, to give solid and also valid information, isn't it?
That's true. Yes, as media, we need to be transparent, and because there's a lot of families involved,
Yes.
so the right news at the right time is very vital. So that's what I'm hoping for also, and I believe media plays the main role in this,
Yes.
because we are the channel that brings the message to those who are waiting for them.
That's true.
Not knowing, being clueless is another thing.
That's
Yep.
true.
So
That's true.
doing it right is the right
Yeah.
way.
That's always important.
Yeah.
You know, factual, corroborated, and of course truth coming out from whatever you're reporting. Now let's talk about you doing this presentation for the very first time, being the
In front
only
of, 300
student. How has that been? I mean, that couldn't be easy. Did you train for it while you were in college, or how did it work?
Well, in college we do have a lot of presentations and all that. We are very well prepared with that, and presenting in front of people from different countries, we are also used to it because Lim Kok Wing has prepared us that way.
I mean, look at you.
But
You're so confident
Composed.
sitting here.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's so composed sitting here.
Yeah, she's like a Miss World contestant.
I know.
Thank you. Well, that was wasn't planned actually,
Right.
because they had one part of the Congress for future search, where only strictly for the members were invited.
Right.
So the young journalists and the trainers were also asked to be participating in it. And what I had to do is present one part of it, one part of the question for the workshop actually. So it was a different kind of feeling, because in campus we have students listening to you, though everyone is from different countries,
Yeah.
Right.
but students,
Yeah, you're
people
sort
are
of like
around
your
the
peers,
same age, yes.
yeah.
But this is all media professionals, they know what they are doing, you know,
Yep.
and they are there, and we are learning to be there. So it was different because they were listening. They were listening, and they gave good comments, and that was good because I can see that they are down to earth and humble. So I felt appreciated.
What
So
was the paper that you presented on?
future search? We were doing future search on sickness, past regrets and success. So they had to analyze the whole timeline. So we did like a group discussion. Yeah, so we our group presented on like the sorriest sorry and the proudest proud moment of
Right.
sickness timeline.
Right.
Yeah.
How did Lim Kok Wing play a part in helping you to overcome your nerves and, you know, present your presentation with confidence?
I must say that Lim Kok Wing plays the main role actually
Yeah.
here, because how I went into sickness, how they chose me to be a trainer and all,
Yep.
is all because of my knowledge and the background and what I studied in Lim Kok Wing, the syllabus and all that they covered. So even though I was a student, but they knew what I have learned, they knew what I can do. So I have done editing or shooting or producing and all that. So even though I was a student, they were secured enough, okay, to sponsor this girl even though she's in semester 4, now only going to semester 5. But they were secured enough to put me in that group, in that league, you know.
Okay.
So Lim Kok Wing plays a big role because it prepared me to face the cultural diversity and also how to handle different, because people from different kind of culture have different kind of working attitude.
True.
So that prepared me a lot for this Congress. So I must really thank God for, you know, this education that I come from, and also a big credit goes to Tan Sri Lim Kok Wing, because he's a very he's like a people's person.
Yeah.
He's very down to earth. He constantly motivates, and I always remember what he always says: be the best in the best. You know, so that always plays in my mind no matter where I go. So he plays a big role in where I am today, and this opportunity that I've got. Although the one who called me, invited me and believed in me was the Sickness Asia Vice President. Now is the World Vice President, Lawrence John. So these are all, there were a lot of people actually involved to where I am, you know, what I'm doing right now, why I'm here and all that. So actually there's a lot of people involved, it's just not me.
It's a beautiful achievement. It's a big achievement for you to have, you know, been chosen to go as the only Malaysian representing the country, as well as going to a platform where these people have all made it. As you said, they've all been there, and you're just getting yourself to that space. Where do you see yourself going from here with the knowledge that you've picked up through the conference?
A lot actually, because my dream was always to be on CNN. That was It was always
dreams.
Yes.
I think we can really see you in that really soon once you graduate.
Well, yeah, but it's all hard work and
Yes.
a lot of research and all that. So yeah, I'm taking one step at a time. So I have slowly built myself, and people giving me the good support that I need. So I believe I'm reaching towards my goal soon, but slowly.
Fantastic.
We are showing some photos of how
The whole conference
is being done.
This is a workshop?
Yeah, this is the workshop and the presentation for my group. Yeah.
And how many were in the group itself? Would you
9.
be able to tell us like who they were as well?
There were 9 of them. They have included 4 of the video journalists in my group.
Okay.
And the rest was one from Hong Kong, some producer, and there was another script writer. Yeah. And
So
yeah, there's a
you've also learnt on script writing and
Yes.
a lot of new ideas and new skills you've picked up along the way, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
At because at Lim Kok Wing, the lecturers always they don't spoon feed you, which is
Yeah.
very important. They make you think out of the box.
That's brilliant.
So that's why I'm more confident in whatever that I do. Although I'm not perfect, but I'll try.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What
Now-
advice would you like to impart from
Yeah.
what you have learned from the conference and your experience to all the other students here in Malaysia who didn't get the opportunity like you, but at the same time, what can you advise them of what you have learned from the conference so far?
A lot, because I want to tell to all the young people out there that you need to put a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, a lot of research. Like for myself, for example, I'm constantly looking at competitions and ways to participate and to improve myself to be on par.
Yeah.
So by just being in the university, in the campus and school learning, you just have certain knowledge, but it's not enough. You need to do more. So to explore and to be equipped with, what you need to do is to be in par. So join a lot of competitions, and like myself for Cygnus also had an international photo competition. So there was 34 participants in it. So I won 5th prize for that. That one I think they showed earlier just now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So that was a surprise, because the ones participated from all over the world. So myself, a tiny girl from Malaysia, winning it, it was a surprise. And so these are things that you need to do. You need to, join competitions and search.
Right.
Search, keep searching, researching.
Just go and get
Yes,
yourself into it.
That's true.
Even though you're not sure of yourself, but just go for it. I suppose that's where your motto comes in, isn't
Yes.
it? Just do it, try it, and you don't do it, you don't get it.
Yes,
Yep.
that's
Fantastic.
How do you always challenge yourselves?
true. I challenge myself constantly with anything and everything by joining any competition that is available, whether I win or I don't win. If I don't win, I need to know why.
Right.
I always have this why question.
You're a perfectionist, are you?
Not really. To ask. Not really, but if I do something, I need to do it to the fullest with my best.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a good motto
So-
there. That's a good,
Yep.
Yeah,
energy
I
that
may
you-
not be perfect, but I make sure I do it with all the effort that I can. Yeah.
Let's take a look at what you do in your own spare time. What do you do to actually upgrade yourself in your skills?
To upgrade myself in my skills, basically, I talk to a lot of lecturers. They are like friends.
Okay.
So everything that I do, I constantly go to them and check.
Get
So
feedback.
they are
yeah?
my checkpoint actually.
Alright.
So and they keep pushing. They never accept anything easily. They keep pushing. So that's one way. Otherwise, I normally watch others. You know, like yourself and all on Hello on 2.
Thank you.
Or CNN or anything.
We're humbled.
I watch people and see how I can also be like them or improve myself to see where I am shortage of. Yeah. So I try to make my weakness to be stabilized with the strength of
Brilliant.
others. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about Rome. We've not been to Rome, so maybe you can tell us, how was Rome?
Oh, Rome-
and was that your first time going?
Yes. Rome is a beautiful country, beautiful country. And we met the Pope. We had a media audience, especially. We didn't get a private audience. We went the general audience, but we had a good close-up with him. that was interesting. But the people there are really nice. The food is amazing. I don't have to tell you, I think.
Okay, you sold me on food. Okay,
Yeah.
so Melissa, we wish you all the best. And do you have any advice you'd like to give to the viewers out there,
The
especially
younger,
to the not only to the students who are your peers, but also especially to the families of the passengers of MH370?
Well, I keep praying for all those who are on the flight. My thoughts are always with them. I'm really hoping that they are somewhere safe.
Yes.
And to the families, I hope that you're not distraughted by all the extra gossips and stuff like that.
Yes.
But we keep praying that they will return home with that
Safe
hope.
and sound.
Yeah, with
Fantastic.
that hope burning. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Melissa. And congratulations once again.
That's right.
Thank
Melissa
you.
Fernando, everyone, from Lim Kok Wing University.